Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm the blogger behind brighterdarling.com, and today we're dealing with fuzzies all over my face all day long. But no, really, we're doing a chit chat, get ready with me. Originally I had planned to film a video talking about brands I wanted to try in 2018, which I still am going to get to, but I just had like a feeling of wanting to get on the camera and play with some newer products that I purchased recently and show you guys how they wear. Plus, I find that I've been doing like a lot of kind of like reviews and stuff, and I don't want this channel to just be reviews. I want to kind of also play with makeup on camera so you guys can see how it works. So if you are interested to see how I got this look here, then just keep on watching and we'll get into it and we'll talk makeup and all sorts of other fun things like the lint that is attacking my face all day long. See you guys in a second. Bye. I have a whole tray of crap here. So we're gonna just start. I already prepped my skin and primed using the infamous Ren Perfect Canvas that I always use. So I actually wanted to try as an eyeshadow primer today, the NYX Glitter Primer. I have a little mini of this. I used this in a tutorial. One of my videos that had like purple glitter eyes. You can see that I use this, but I'm gonna be using a shimmer eyeshadow today from Tarte. And a friend of mine in the beauty blog world said to try using any shimmer shadow with a glitter primer because it helps it stick better. Like it won't transfer to your upper lid. Because with me, because my eyes are semi-hooded, a lot of times when I put a shimmer shadow on my eyelid, when my eye is open, it ends up sticking, like the shadow ends up going up on almost like under my brow bone, like in my crease, and I want it to stay on my lid. So glitter primers typically are a little stickier, and it definitely feels sticky, like I'm opening my eyes and it's sticking a little bit, but whatever. All right, so to kind of set that, I always put on, I need to bring my brushes over here. I always use like a powder over my lids, and this is the Glow Beauty Powder in Honey Light. It's a mineral powder, mineral foundation, but just a very light dusting of this on your lids before you put on your eyeshadow will help it from skipping, and also it just makes it easier to blend other colors because it's not going to be grabbing to the primer as much, but it'll still keep your eyeshadow on. So that's always how I go into looks. So I'm also going to be using a palette that's pretty basic. It's also by Glow Beauty. It's like a everyday, like go to work kind of a palette. It's in the name, like the palette name is Bon Voyage. So I'm going to go in with the lightest shade first. It's just like a bone color with this very fluffy Morphe brush. It's like a huge crease brush. I actually think it might be like a highlighter brush, but I love it for putting color in the crease really quickly. It gives me the quickest and easiest application of like a transition shade or any kind of color, like a lighter color, really quickly rather than using a normal blender crease brush. Like I'll give you an example. My normal blender crease brush, like this is a Sigma E35. That's what it looks like. And then this guy's the Morphe 510. So much bigger, but just a lot easier. It's kind of big, but it works. So I did the light one. Now I'm going to go in with that pinkier one, peachier one, through the crease. And I don't even know how this look is going to come out, to be totally honest with you guys. This is completely, like I said, not planned. We're just having some fun with makeup. And yeah, so my next video, I might even film it right after this, is going to be beauty brands I want to try in 2018. A lot of them are like new and indie brands that I've found on Instagram or I've just stumbled upon on my own. And I really want to get a try of them this year. So I really like that color as a crease shade, that peachy shade. So I could see that being flattering on a lot of different skin tones. So, all right. And then I will now go in with a more tapered brush. So I'll pick up the E35 blender and grab the darker brown shade. This shade here is shimmery. It's like a taupe. And we'll use that maybe in a little while, but I need more definition in my crease. And I will use that now. And I got the Tarte Chrome Paint that we're going to use today. I'm so excited. I'm sure you guys have heard of Raw Beauty Christy, and if you have not, you need to pause this video, and I will link her channel below. You need to see her like New Year's Eve birthday makeup look. Stunning. Like, literally amazing. She's so talented, so funny, so honest. Her channel name is so perfect for her. But I love her channel, and she's just, again, so talented with makeup. But that tutorial I literally watched that, and I haven't had a moment like this in a while where I was so inspired to literally run to Sephora that moment and get a Tarte Chrome Paint. For the longest time, I've been wanting to get one of the Stila shadows, those like glitter ones, but once I saw the Chrome paints, I just felt like they were more wearable. They're newer, so people are going to be talking about them more soon. And yeah, mainly they're just more wearable. Like, I love glitter just like the next beauty girl, but let's be honest, like, most people can't rock glitter on a daily basis, and that's what my channel is more about. My blog's more about is more wearable things. So that is what we've got so far. I will usually take that fluffy brush again with the mid-tone shade and go through the crease just to keep things looking smooth and blend it. But so far it's all right. Not too bad, pretty basic, not too fancy here. So now I'm gonna go and find this little chrome paint. Here we are. So this is what it looks like, comes in this little box. I got the shade Martini, which was like a olive gold, in my opinion. Looks like this. Yeah, I would say like an olive gold, but it's so crazy. I don't know if you're even gonna be able to tell here, but they're just like such an awesome pigment. So I'm going to grab a brush to apply this. I'm gonna use the Sephora Pro, what is this? Small Shadow, 15. And we're gonna just pick up some of this color and see how it goes on with the glitter primer. Do you see this? How cool is this pretty color? I'm dead. And it looks even better. Like, I did try it on my finger the first day. This is only my second time trying it. But it goes on so smooth. There's no fallout. It's just like a pure pressed pigment with a lot of shimmer. And they make some really cool colors. I think Raw Beauty Christy used Yacht Club. It's like a champagne. Gorgeous color for her. She's definitely more fair than me, so I wanted to try something a little darker. They make a bronze one I almost got, but I'm so, like, that's just so, like, a go-to for me that I figured, let me try something a little different, and this olive gold seemed like it was a good option. Look how cool that looks. You can't even appreciate it. You can't even appreciate it in this video. But, yeah. So easy. So easy. Like, if you want a more, like, glam look, but glitter is not your thing, or you just feel like glitter is just not appropriate for your age anymore, although you can wear glitter at any age. These are a great option. And like I said, they have a bronzy shade, they have a champagne one. They also have like a red duochrome. That one looks really cool, would look awesome on green eyes. But yeah, I'm liking these. So easy. I honestly have no complaints. So, all right. Typically at this point in my makeup application, I will apply eyeliner. So, I can't do that on camera because I suck. But what I'm going to use, oh Jesus, now I have something in my eye. Story of my life. Does anybody else get things in their eye like all day long, especially when you're doing your makeup? Because that is my life. I'm going to try the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I posted about this on my Instagram. It is a matte liner, but it's one of the ones that have like a little bendy brush tip. This is not my favorite applicator. I much prefer like those pointed brush tips like the NYX Epic Ink or the Kat Von D Trooper. I like those. The Physicians Formula one. I like those brush tips, but This one came with good reviews and it's got this tip. So we're gonna try it out. We're back. I put on the liner. I just did like a thin line with a baby wing. It's definitely really matte. I did layer it twice because over the glitter shadow, it kind of got like mixed in and a little muddy. The thing with these kind of applicators, the reason I don't like them on my eyes is again because of the semi-hoodedness. So especially on the ends here, like on the corner, I don't have much space. So I end up like getting half of the liner on my mascara, on my lashes. It's hard to kind of explain, but yeah, I like it. I've worn this a couple times already, and to kind of counteract that problem I'm having, I'm using like the NYX Epic Ink Liner to get that precision on the edge for me without like messing up all my lashes and covering them in liner, and then going over it with this because this is much more of a matte liner compared to the other ones I have. But it's not my favorite. So anyways, let's get into the fun part, the face. I am trying out the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I promised you guys on my Physicians Formula wear test that I wanted to test this out because I do love the original True Match, but I had a couple friends tell me that they're really loving the Lumi lately, so I wanted to give it a try. And where is my foundation brush? Okay, here it is. So I have the shade W5 in this. I usually wear W5 in regular True Match 2, and in summer I will wear W6. So I'm noticing this is super liquidy compared to regular True Match, from what I remember. So I'm just going to go in and dot this everywhere very officially. Jesus, making a mess. Oh my gosh. All right, so that is 2 pumps that I just put everywhere. And I will tell you guys, I was going to do a wear test for this foundation, but this is now going to be, I think, my 3rd time wearing it. And I don't think I'm going to. I'm wearing it for this video because I wanted to show you all. But I like the True Match Original better. It has much better coverage. And it's still like very natural looking on the skin. This is very light coverage. It's luminous, like more lumi than the regular True Match. But to me, I don't like that it doesn't have as much coverage. It's like a tinted moisturizer to me. So again, if you like Lumi and you're a friend of mine and you do want a little more coverage from this, try the regular True Match. I actually have to go in with 2 more pumps to get the coverage that I want. So that's 4 pumps total. I am using shade medium in this Shape Tape today because I am slightly self-tanned. Slightly. I used the Loving Tan 2 Hour Express, which definitely doesn't give me much color, but it kind of bridges the gap in the winter when I'm pale and none of my foundations match. So, of course, I forgot to wet my beauty blender because I'm a stunod. Hold on. BRB. I am back. I don't know if we're in focus. I think we are. My beauty blender is wet. So let's blend this out. As you guys know, I love putting on my concealer, any concealer, with my beauty blender because it looks just so much more like airbrushed under there. And I think the little bit of water from the moisture in the beauty blender is good, and it's like gentle on the under eyes, so I don't feel like I'm tugging. I'm giving it a little boost of hydration while I'm concealing, and it just blends out really easy. And I do usually use my Laura Mercier powder to set under the eye, but I'm going to go in with the pure powder again and just dry it down a little bit so it doesn't crease everywhere. Because I don't care what people say, any liquid or cream will crease where there are creases, which I have little lines under my eyes, as normal humans do, unless you have gotten filler there, which I don't. So, okay. So that's where we're at with that. So when I do my makeup on a normal basis and I'm not doing a foundation wear test, I do set the entire thing. I know some of some people have commented on other videos that, you know, oh, you're oily, you have to set the whole face. I do normally set my whole face. So when I do that, I use like a dense kabuki brush. God. And I'll literally will go over my whole face, patting in the powder. And this is how I set my makeup. I don't swirl a brush everywhere unless I'm having like a really flaky skin day, usually because of my retin-A. But that's very rare. Most of the time I'm pressing in the powder like this because your girl is oily and I don't want things just disappearing into the oblivion. Plus, it gives me a little extra coverage because most of my powders do have coverage. They're not totally sheer. So that is that. All right, now let's get into some more fun things like my brows. I'm going to actually do that. Oh my gosh, I have fuzzies everywhere. This is the problem when you have a dog, guys. There's just hair in places that you don't even know how it got there because my dogs aren't normally allowed in this room. So I don't know how they have fuzzies in here. All right, so with my brows, my go-to combination is, as usual, a Benefit brow product. I'm using the Precisely My Brow right now in number 3 with Gimme Brow in 1. When is this coming back? When? Hello, Benefit. We need this. Like, is this discontinued forever? I thought it was just temporary. I need it. It's my favorite. And I was actually just going to try shade 2, and now I can't because it's gone because some idiots thought that it was good for their lashes and wore it as a mascara. No. It says Gimme Brow, not Gimme Lash. So anyways, I brushed my brows up as such. And again, I'll probably fast forward through this part because it's usually painful to watch. All right, voila, the brows are on. So now that we got the brows on, the top of the eyes, the complexion, let's finish off the rest of the complexion, and I'm going to be using some, well, kind of newer products. So I haven't used this in a minute. I got it at Gen Beauty. It's the Bahama Mama bronzer from The Balm, and I actually really like this bronzer, but I haven't used it in a little bit since I've kind of gotten fairer from the summer. So it is a pretty deep colored bronzer, but the reason I'm doing this trio of bronzer, highlight, and blush on my face today is because my cousin, who is also a makeup lover, she lives in Florida, like near Alabama. I trust her recommendations, and she told me that she's been loving the Too Faced dark, like the deep chocolate Soleil bronzer. I don't have that. I have regular chocolate Soleil, but I feel like this bronzer looks a lot similar to the deep chocolate Soleil. So she's liking this with the NARS Orgasm blush, which I have a similar shade, and the Fenty Beauty Hustla Baby highlighter, which I'm going to be using, which I'm excited about. Haven't tried Fenty stuff since the foundation. So I kind of want to see how that works on me. We have similar olive complexions. So that's why I'm using this bronzer today. And you guys know I am a fan of the contour for real because your girl has like a chubby face. Like not chubby, that's misleading. But I have a puffy face and like chubby cheeks, and I've had them for like as long as I know. Like when I smile, I always have this. It hasn't gone away yet. I was thinking like as I got older, in my 30s, this would go away and I would lose that baby face, but seems like it's not going anywhere. So this is just my normal way I apply my bronzer / contour. And then when I do the jawline, I don't do under. I do on the jawline because putting it under isn't really going to do much. It's got to be slightly on it to show you the definition, because if it's under, who's seeing it? It's under. You can blend it under, but you really should apply it like on the jawline. And always blend it down this part of your neck, like that, like, I don't know what this is called, your throat bone. Blend it down there. I learned that from a makeup artist. It kind of helps keep that line of demarcation more seamless. But that's how I do it. And then that's my contour. And then I will go in with a fluffier, like blushish brush and just kind of apply it everywhere to just warm up the face a little more. Again, I like to keep the contour above that little nub on your ear from up. So that's how I do it on everybody I do makeup on. And then for the blush that she recommended, she had the NARS Orgasm. I don't have NARS Orgasm, but I do have NARS Glue, which is a little deeper, but similar, has like a sheen to it with gold flecks, just a little darker. And I will use another fluffy brush similar to that last one. And we'll go in with this. And I put it, so I don't put my blush here, again, because that can be a little aging, and my goal with my face is always to slim it. So I like to apply it starting right at the cheekbone. You can almost feel it. It's about 2 inches over from your nose. And that's where I start putting my blush. It looks really intense on camera. It doesn't look that intense in my mirror right here. But it's all right, because at the end I buff it all in, so it doesn't look that obvious. And I also just bring it all over the face to tie it together, and see, it just kind of puts the focus on the sides of your face, which can be a little more slimming. All right, and lastly, the infamous Fenty Beauty. I got this little mini set from Sephora. I think it was like 23 bucks, and you get a little mini of the gloss and a little mini of the Hustla Baby highlighter, which is, I guess, 2 of the best sellers so far. So I'm excited. And I'm using my Pro Highlight 98. If you read my blog, this was in my favorites a couple months ago. Still obsessed. Do not regret this purchase one bit. All right, let's get a good look here. It's nice. To be totally honest though, if you have Estee Lauder Heat Wave, it's so similar. It's a gold bronzer. I mean, a gold highlighter. I have been taking my highlighter a little closer to the inner part of my cheek lately because I've been so freaking dry. I don't know what's going on with my oiliness. It's like taking a vacation, which, I mean, I don't mind, but I don't know how to function with drier skin. I'm so used to being oily. So, it's a little chunky, a little bit. The Estee Lauder Heat Wave is a little smoother, but it's pretty, guys. I won't take that away from it. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot cheaper than Heat Wave. I think that's looking nice. I might intensify the highlight once I'm done with everything else. But for now, I'm going to finish off the bottom of the eyes. And as usual, if you've been reading my blog, I'm obsessed with the Essence gel liners. They're the best from high-end to drugstore, in my opinion. They're $2.99 and they last awesome. So for fun, I have not tried this yet, but I'm going to smudge it out with the Chrome Paint and see how that looks. So this is kind of like a first impression for the lower lash line. Of course, my eye's having literally a meltdown, as usual. Story of my life. You would think I had contacts. Actually, I had a blogger friend of mine, Jasmine Maria, if you're watching, hey. She was like, do you have contacts? Because you blink so much. No, you would think I do. I do not wear contacts. My eyes are just psychotic. It's subtle because obviously, I mean, I'm not going out to the clubs tonight. In fact, I'm going to the grocery store. So, you know, this is a little intense for the grocery store, but this is the story of my life. So, all right, now that I do have that lower lash line done, I will go in on the upper lashes and deepen things up slightly through the crease. And I'm going to do that with the dark brown from this palette and a really tiny tapered brush. This is the MAC 221. So recommend this brush if you have semi-hooded lids like me. It's been a game changer. It helps with like any cut crease looks or just to help concentrate color in the lid and really, I don't know if you can even tell a difference. Can you tell a difference on this side of this one? Hopefully you can. I think you can. But it really helps not overblend things, which is easy to do when you have small lids. Like that was always a problem of mine, was overblending and you couldn't see that gradient and I was like getting really annoyed. So I picked up this baby and it's been great. Let's do lashes. So I'm going to be using this new L'Oreal, I literally just opened it yesterday, Voluminous X Fiber lashes. I got this because Tati was raving about it. And I love her. I trust her recommendations a lot. And I haven't tried like a new, well, that's a lie. I'm always trying new mascaras. But I haven't tried a new drugstore mascara in a minute. So this is like one of those dual-sided primer and then mascara on one side. But the mascara has fibers in it. It is, I think it's replacing the Superstar Original because my Target was clearancing out the Superstar Original and this one was on display. It's supposed to be extreme volume with fiber mascara. And I'm trying to do this in a way that you guys can see what's happening and I can see what's happening on myself. It might be a tragedy. We'll see. All right, so the problem is I'm putting the primer on now. I can't see anything. And because of that, liner has like such a hard time applying to my lids. Most of, like I can feel my lashes have the eyeliner on them and it makes it difficult to apply mascara. Like the mascara is catching on the lashes because they're sticky already from the liner. And you go right into the mascara with this guy. You don't wait to dry. And it's covered in little fibers. So if that's not your thing, you're not gonna like this. But it does apply really nicely. You can tell that the bristles on the primer side are more firm, and then the bristles on the mascara side are more plushy and apply, like really hug the lashes once they have the primer on them. I don't know if you can tell, but it's decent. I don't think it's much different than what I get from my Maybelline Lash Sensational or my recent favorite, the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme. Of course, that's more expensive. And it doesn't seem to smudge on me. It might flake a little bit. So I have to continue to test and I will report back. Or maybe I'll just pin the comment in the comments of this video after wearing it today. Now we're going to do lips. You guys, you know I talk about Charlotte Tilbury all the time. The love is real. Look at the size of my lip pencil. I have a backup already. This is the Pillow Talk. This little nugget. That's all I have left of this guy, but I keep sharpening him because I don't want to get rid of him yet. All right. And not that you need to overdraw your lips, but if you are someone who is flirting with the idea of overdrawing your lips, so good because it doesn't like bleed. But it's literally my favorite. So this is the FENTY Glow Bomb, FENTY Glow Gloss. Really pretty. I do have a similar one from MAC. MAC Bow is very similar to this. This is a hint peachier. MAC Bow is a hint browner, but so very similar. This is less sticky. MAC lip gloss, of course, everybody knows they're really sticky. And this has like a fruity taste, which I don't love, whereas MAC obviously has that vanilla that everybody loves. I think that's it. What do we think? I'd have to say, out of all of the stuff we used today, my favorites are by far the Tarte Chrome Paints. And I gotta give it up to the Fenty Gloss. What can I say? I'm a fan. Just wish it wasn't as fruity flavored. What can we do about that, Rihanna? Can we get something more like vanilla minty? That'd be great. All right. Well, that's it, guys. That was my little get ready with me. I hope you found that interesting. If you are new to my channel, I hope we had fun together today getting ready or, you know, hanging out in bed like I usually do when I'm watching YouTube videos. If you're new, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. See you later. Bye.